As a Haitian, I look at the story of Rwanda and I find hope. I'm reminded that it's never too late. We're never too far to turn things around. Whether we see it, feel it, or believe it, there is always hope. Rwanda is one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. It's considered one of the safest tourist destinations in the world, with low crime rates and a stable political environment. But it hasn't always been like this. Just 30 years ago, Rwanda was left in shambles. In 1990, Rwanda plunged into a bloody civil war, which ultimately led to the Rwandan genocide of 1994. This genocide only lasted 100 days, but in that short period of time, over 800,000 Rwandans were murdered. That's 1/10 of Rwanda's population wiped out. The seeds of this conflict were planted during the colonial era, first by German and then by Belgian colonizers. Rwanda's three major ethnic groups were the Hutu majority, about 85% of the population, the Tutsi minority, about 14%, and then the Twa, about 1% of the population. And these three groups, generally speaking, lived peacefully alongside each other. But then, the colonial powers created political divisions and hate between these groups. The colonizers, they favored the Tutsis because of racist ideologies. The Tutsis were more physically similar to Europeans in stature and in complexion, so the Belgians thought that the Tutsis had to have originated from Northern Africa or even Europe. So they gave the Tutsis all of the power. The Belgians even introduced identity cards in the 1930s, which divided people by their tribes. And so the colonizers, they introduced ethnic conflict in a social structure where ethnicity didn't previously exist. And over the years, these ethnic groups continued to fight for power. This struggle for power created a legacy of tension, which led to the death and exile of countless Rwandans. And even when the colonizers left and Rwanda declared independence in 1962, the fighting continued. But then on April 6, 1994, the Hutu Rwandan president, Juvenal Habyarimana, was assassinated. His plane was shot down, and this set into motion a bloody campaign. The Hutu government funded militias who had the goal of exterminating all of the Tutsis, and moderate Hutus were also targets. Ordinary civilians were asked to join in on the murders. Family members turned against each other, friends and neighbors turned against each other. This was murder at an unspeakable rate. And finally, on July 15th, 1994, the massacre ended, and Rwanda was forever changed. The world was stunned. Many were left wondering, how could Rwanda ever rebuild? Oh, but they did. Not only were they able to begin to heal and repair their ethnic divisions, but they were able to rebuild their national identity. They changed the narrative from darkness and genocide to unity, progress, and hope.